Hi, I'm Keith Cotter and welcome to the HSB Academy tutorial session. In this session we're going to learn about point loads. We're going to learn how to place that point load in a stick frame wall. We use point loads basically to take the bearing from a structural load that will be bearing down on top of a stick frame wall. So let's take a look and see how we can apply this. So on our stick frame ribbon you'll find the point load, and when you activate this you'll be presented with a dialog box for a number of options. First of these options is when you select it, by the way, you'll also see a description down here of what it basically means and what you need to do. And this is the inventory, and we covered this inventory in our framing styles session that we covered earlier. And here you'll see that you can select a particular inventory beam type. This will allow you to specify the quantity of beams that you want to use in the point load. And then you simply say OK. And like all of these particular tools that we have here, if you look at the bottom left corner, you'll always be prompted by what you need to do. So this one is asking me to select the item container. So I'm going to select that item container, and it's now looking for a position for it to be placed. And I'm going to place it in this location here. So what you see now is a marker symbol to represent the point load in this case. And at this moment, if I now go to generate and I pick that particular wall element and generate it, you will now see that the beams related to the point load are now actually loaded here in this particular case. And here you can see that the marker is still present, and the idea of that particular marker is that if you can select that marker, in this case we select the marker, that over here we actually have the properties that we just applied earlier on from the dialog. And if I change that property to something like a 6 for example, and you can now see that it's increased the size of the marker itself, but the actual framing has changed in no way yet. And if I generate now the wall once more, you will now see that the resultant is updated in the framing. The last thing that I want to show you is if I use this particular marker and I go and I move it, and I move the marker from here, we say down to this location here, and then reframe my wall. So we go back to the stick frame and generate once more. You will now see that the updated result is now updated with the new location of the frame marker. So you now have the point load placed in the new position created. I'm Keith Cotter. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next session.